Yeah, great result, great start, of course, as you say, bumper crowd, 3 points, 2 wins against your local rivals, 2 big derbies over the last week, and to win home and away is a tremendous achievement, and we're going very well at the moment.
And in a way, Gary, very much a game of two halves really, 2-0 at half time, looking good, but in the second half, as the fans just said out there, it got very scary.
Yeah, very much so. We were 2-0 to the good, and I think rightly so. I think that we had a lot of opportunities in the first half. I think the important second goal was a big factor for us, but to be winning 2-0, and I knew at half time it wouldn't be a case of all over. But you know, they had a go, and all credit to them. But before that, we had 1 or 2 good opportunities to make it 3-0. Never took him. And law of averages, they had to have a go, John, and they had a go, and they worked very, very hard for the manager. And they had opportunities, and they got a goal with 15 to go, and it was going to be very, very tough. And you know, you've seen in derby games, and it's very, very hard to accept if you do get beat, and it's going to be hard for everybody at their football club. But you know, it was our day. We might have had a little bit of luck in the last 5 or 10 minutes because there was opportunities where I see the ball whizzing across our penalty area where we were defending, and without doubt it was very scary.
And particularly in the first half, John Goddard had one of those games really where he was almost unplayable, created the first goal brilliantly and of course scored that second goal.
Well, he's done very well, John. As we know, he's done very, very well for us, and you know, he's a young player with a lot to offer. I think that I won't be very surprised in any way form if we do get league clubs showing interest in John. That's 13 now, I think, from midfield, and it's a tremendous achievement to have 13 goals, averaging 1 in 2 at any level of football from midfield. But as I say, Joe Quigley got the first, a young lad, and very pleased with the 3 points.
And in the second half, Gary, was it a question really, do you think, of the team looking to hold what they had, or was it really a question of Aldershot really having nothing to lose and really coming out with everything blazing?
I think, as you say, they had nothing to lose. I thought the first 10 minutes of the second half, to be honest, John, we had 1 or 2 opportunities. Matt Robinson's got a great chance there. It's 3-0 there. It's a great opportunity. How many it could have been? But you know, saying that, you know, even at 2-0, they had 1 or 2 very good chances. And when they made it 2-1, they kept going to the end. So you know, they've got a lot of good players, and at the end of the day, I think their away form's been better than their own form this season. So to be able to do the double and win 2 local derbies in a week is very pleasing.
And you now find yourself, I think, 3 points off the playoffs with perhaps a game in hand. Is that something you could ever have dreamed of in those dark days in September and October?
Well, I think it's been all the way through, John, really, from August onwards, really. From one situation or position to another. The injuries what we've had. And then we pushed on from the injuries by getting certain loan players in. They've had to adjust, and we've had a poor run of form over a period of 8 to 10 league games, and we've had to turn around and stick together, and all credit to the players and the staff and the supporters. We've come through that, and I think we've only had, you know, a situation there we've only lost 1 in 9, and we're going very well. So you know, all credit to turn into the new year and be where we're sitting at the moment, I think is a great achievement.
And you mentioned John Goddard and the transfer window opening. Do you expect there to be much activity, Gary, during January?
Yeah, I do. Hopefully, you know, it's football. Players will have to move on. You know, players have to be playing football. I understand that. There'll be situations where I will certainly look to strengthen. There's no doubt about that. To try and push on over the second half of the season. You have to take in consideration, as I keep mentioning it, John, we're a part-time club, but to get where we keep getting at the moment and where we are, this is an opportunity, and the club have to take that opportunity. The club have to turn around and show that they want to go forward and try and push to get into the playoffs this time. I don't think we've done that enough last season from where we was at Christmas time, January. We didn't do enough as a football club to push on. We've got to do that this time, because where we've come from, where we got to at the present time, and the fan base behind us, you have to show at the end of the day that, you know, you're all working in the same direction, because it is tough, I understand that, but these opportunities don't come along, John. These don't come along, and you've got to be seen, I believe, as a football club to try and do everything possible to push on and progress to try and get in playoffs this year, because I think if you get in the playoffs, the gamble or the punt you take over 4 months, I'm not saying put the club at risk, don't but we've got to go and get a little bit more quality. We need more quality in our squad, and we need quality at the end of the day to turn around and keep a run going. And we've got a lot of young players, but I believe that hopefully the chairman and the board will push on, and we've still got to find those players, as well as run the risk of losing players from this football club to higher levels of football. You know, we've got some very, very good young assets at this football club. I want them all to progress and push on, but by the same token, they've all got a price, and you know, people won't be coming to take players away from here for the sake of taking them and us allowing them to go for nothing. You know, they will have to pay. And
next up, Gary, it's Wrexham away, a side that are going through a little bit of a wobble, but it's never an easy place to go, is it?
Oh, it'll be tough. They're all, John, we say it all the time, every time we talk, they're all tough. But we just got to keep doing our job at the moment. We just got to keep doing our job, and you know, looking forward to each game as we go along, and hopefully get results.
Lovely. Thank you very much. Safe journey home.
Cheers. Thank you.